The church at that point had been there for a while. My first mission president, President Wolf Graham, if I remember correctly, he served as a missionary there back in the 50s, late 50s, early 60s possibly. Don't quote me on that, but somewhere in there. And then he came back as a church school administrator. So there's a church school, LDS college, I think that's what it's called, up in Tamavua in Suva. And he came there to work at the church school. He spoke fluent Fijian. So the church was pretty well established. A lot of the, I think the only stake at that time was in Suva, I think. But there was just a lot of districts, a lot of branches, especially on the western side of the island, and on some of the other islands, and in Suva. But I think the strength of the church was just right there in Suva, and with the church school, so people were familiar with the church, and the church school. So really, trying to introduce someone to the gospel, they already kind of knew about the church. In my first area, I think I served in a branch. I think it was a branch. Very small building. You know, and as missionaries, there's a lot of time that you're kind of the focus of things, of teaching lessons, and a lot kind of gets put on your plate on Sundays. And, you know, not in every ward or branch or whatnot, but in some. We'd find ourselves blessing the sacrament a whole lot, which was common, good practice. Something I always enjoyed doing. Let's see, but in Suva's side, there's lots of wards, plenty of wards. Like I said, the church was really established right there. Yeah, so in '94 there was no temple. There was no temple in Fiji yet. I think members would have to they'd either fly to Tonga or go to New Zealand, I think. But I don't think the temple was. See, I left in '96. I think they finally built the temple maybe like 4 or 5 years after I left, which really shows the growth of the church in the area. And I was really happy to find out that there was a temple there, because that showed me that all that hard work paid off. You know, maybe at the time I was serving, I didn't see it right away, but you know, when you finally hear that a temple is being built, that shows you that your work has really that's really one sign that you did some good work. Now members can enjoy those blessings and don't have to spend all that money flying to a whole nother country to get their endowments and to do all the other things, all the other temple ordinances and whatnot. But I would say that the church it's really strong. There's no doubt in my mind that the church is strong and that the members are awesome. They love the gospel just as much as anyone else does around the world. They hold it near and dear to their hearts. There's families there that are generational in the church.